pitched up pretty good in the fall. What's kind of been the emphasis on just kind of continuing that in the spring, and how do you feel like it's going so far in your squads?
I think mostly in the fall it was go from a broader spectrum of working on having good outings and good innings and even just getting outs, just to executing a pitch one pitch at a time. So that's really what I've been focusing on, is just executing one pitch at a time. And whenever I started doing that, all my stuff got better. Command took off into a good place, and everything felt really good from that point on.
What was your takeaway from last season? I know there were some really good moments and some bumps you took. Just what is the big picture takeaway?
I think so. There's two ways that you can look at it, kind of, I guess. Is you can look at it like struggled a little bit, did good sometimes, but the way that I like to look at it is just I learned a lot. I learned how to fail. I learned how to get back up and do better. I learned how to deal with success. So just kind of a big learning curve last year, and I think that I'm going to use that a lot going into this year.
When hitters were getting to you, kind of what was going on for you?
So I think just when we look at the breakdown of my pitches thrown last year, whenever my fastball was low, I think that's whenever I got hit a little bit. Just my fastball plays a little more up, and honestly, other than that, that's kind of it. Just need to keep my fastball more up in the zone because that's where it plays.
What was the biggest key last year as far as getting through that order that second time, that third time? When you extended, what did you see kind of go right or wrong in those instances?
I think that whenever I got to get through the lineup 2 or 3 times is whenever I really had all 4 pitches working, whenever I had command of all 4 and we're throwing them all well, just to kind of keep them off balance with 4 different pitches. They don't really know, like, all right, he has these 2 pitches and this is what we're going to look for. It's just kind of whenever I had command of all 4.
The one pitch at times, like kind of the mindset this weekend.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you sort of taking into this?
For sure. Just kind of keeping it the same that I did the whole back half of the fall and the whole spring, just one pitch at a time, and just working on executing.
How stretched out are you right now? Is there a pitch count you're looking for, or is it just not a pitch until you stop?
I'm not really sure. That's kind of Coach B's decision. This is my first time going into a season here, being weekend starter, so I think that's more of his decision. I don't really know what goes into that yet.
What it just kind of mean to you to get the ball, to be told that? I mean, with everything going, what was sort of the thought process or the emotions or anything else when he tells you?
Yeah, so I think going back from last year, just that's always kind of been the goal since last year, was to come in and start on the weekend and help the team win. And I kind of always expected it and struggled a little bit early in the fall, but whenever I flipped the switch and started pitching well, I expected that from the fall going into the spring. So kind of just expected it, and that's what I've wanted to do since I've been here, since I was a freshman, since I was in high school. Just come here and help the team win. Be a weekend starter was the main goal. So that's kind of ready to do it now that I have the chance.
Been a lot of talk about the depth on this pitching staff. How much did that competition kind of help you personally?
Oh, it helped a ton. Just going into the fall, you can kind of think like, okay, like I'd have the upper hand going into the season to be a starter, because I was last year for a lot of the season. So having all that competition come in, all the new guys, it really helps out a lot, because I mean, you can never be comfortable. You always have to work on yourself, always get better, because all these other guys are challenging you, and it was really, really good for me, and I think good for a lot of other pitchers on the staff too.
Has anyone kind of stepped up as a leader in the pitching room, or multiple guys this year?
Yeah, I think for sure. I think Brandon Johnson, obviously, he's loud, talks a lot, and just always gives good insight on everything, kind of leads the younger guys into the right direction, just showing them how to help the team win when they're off the field, when they're not pitching. So I think Brandon a lot. And then Derek, he talks a little bit, but he's more of a lead by action guy. He kind of just gets his work done just in a good manner. So I think people see him and see the success that he has, and are just like, if I want to have success, this is how I need to go about it.
Can you pitch in a white whoop band, or do you have to change the color or something?
You cannot pitch in the white. We actually got told that this weekend.
Okay.
I have a black one, but you can't wear anything on your wrist.
Okay.
So I think we're going to have to do something. They have like the bicep bands.
Yeah.
And Burton said that he had a bicep band for me to wear. So he told me that he let me wear the hat.
All right. Cool.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, Drew.
Of course. Yep.